Hello guys, hello, and welcome back to our channel. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help my channel grow. Okay, I'm coming forth with some blessings today for my people who's in the trenches and need, a little bit of a booster to, get you through. Okay, not only for those who may need a little booster to get you through, but for those of you who may be already in business, in commerce, and things are running a little slow. I got something for you today to bring in some much needed extra blessings and funds, okay? Today, I'm going to introduce you guys, if you're not familiar, to the goddess Lakshmi, okay? This goddess originates out of India. Okay, she is the goddess of wealth, fortune, purity, beauty, luxury, and all things feminine and sweet. Okay, she is worshipped in India as well as all over the globe. She's a very auspicious water goddess. Okay, that's a little introduction into who she is, why she's worshipped. But again, if you guys want to take a deep dive, there's tons of information on the internet, as well as perhaps you'll get a testimony from working with her to get more understanding on who she is and what she can offer. So I'm just going to give you a little history of the first time that I worked with her. I might have worked with her, I believe, probably the first time maybe in 2019. I believe I was introduced to her through the master teacher, Bobby Hemmett. Okay. And I built an altar or whatever, just pretty much with her pictures, and I kind of included like a vision board with it of what I wanted to do. And I remember at that time, I wanted to win the lottery. I wanted to travel the world. And I wanted for my health to be great, and I wanted to look amazing, So I'll tell you what manifested from that altar. Okay, so during that time, I definitely traveled the world. Okay, me and my daughter, I had a picture of me and my daughter with our luggage on the wall. So sure enough, she manifested, and we took tons of trips. We traveled. For we still technically traveling, okay? We've been traveling probably since 2019, so the last 6 years we've got to see our country as well as different countries in the world, okay? I got new cars with her altar. I won the lottery with her altar. Not much, but one night, at that time, I wasn't trying to win the lottery. What happened was I was dating this guy, and he was big into playing the lottery. So, of course, he naturally was around me. It rubbed off on me. So one night he was going out to go play his nightly numbers. And I was like, I'm going to go play. And at that time, I had learned about her mantras. A mantra is a sound that invokes or evokes her presence, okay? So there is one that goes... Om Shri Mahalakshmaye Namaha. Okay, that's a very simple one that I love and that I really feel the power off of, but there's many different ones you can Google, or you can just search in YouTube and find one and see which one works with you, and I guarantee you're going to see results, okay? So that night I had done a mantra, tapping in. Just tapping in with the energy, just seeing what could happen. I was new to working with altars and different spirits at that time. So that night we walked up to the store, and sure enough, I bought me a combination of about 5 tickets. I think the highest one probably was like a $5 or $10 ticket. And sure enough, that night we got back, and I won. And I was telling him, he's like, why are you doing all this stuff? He said to me, and he was actually an apostle. He had grew up Christian life or whatever. And he told me that I was living in darkness and all of this other stuff. And he had came to save me, to get me out of darkness. That's what he said. Okay. So nevertheless, we were still dating each other at this time. I guess we was dating each other, and he seen the power of me winning that night, and he was just looking at me because he didn't win. He checked his numbers, he didn't win nothing, but that night I won. I said, I told you. And he just, he couldn't say nothing, he just had that look on his face, because again, he's from Christianity, he's the pastor. All this stuff is evil, it's darkness, So, that happened, okay? Let's see. So we won the lottery, we traveled the world, and also got a new car. Some very powerful forces that I was up against at this time, I was able to get a breakthrough. I was able to break the stronghold that they had on me, okay? I was able to break some things in the spirit and then in the flesh, okay? Because my power increased. She's powerful. She's power as well, water is power. So, but it was like in a very gentle kind of way. It wasn't nothing forceful that I had to do. Just by her mere presence, it made things dissipate and make things break, these strongholds break up off of me. So, let's see. I was able to pull some money that was stuck for a long time. Some money that an adversary was holding that belonged to me, you know what I mean, that they had to release and cut that check. The right people came to help me get that money that was in limbo and get it into my possessions, okay? These people came, they told me, I'm here to work for you, pretty much. Like when I talk to these people, when you come across people, when you need help with something, and these are people that don't know you from a hole in the wall. They're just representatives at a firm or something, or a customer service rep. But when you listen to them, they're telling you, I'm here for you and I'm here to help you and I'm gonna make sure you get what you need. It was like I was getting those kind of people that was coming through, like, no, we're gonna make sure this is taken care of. You ain't gonna have to, like, prior to that, I was running around filling out paperwork, making constant phone calls and getting nowhere. But I got the right people on the phone. I was like, we're gonna get you what you need. I'm here for you. You know what I mean? So she makes things easy, okay? Let's see. Also, okay, beauty. She deals with beauty, okay? So, one of the big things that I love that was like one of the original first things that came up off the altar was like health. I had come into this knowledge of breatharianism. You know what I mean? This is the knowledge about the breath. The breath is the true life. It's our true life force and our first food source. So it began a process over years. Like, okay, it's a knowledge that unfolds. So you get the first level of it. You understand it. She's present with you. You understand the power of breathing and how, you're eating too much, or, just her mere presence allowed me to eat less. You know what I mean? Be more disciplined, eat more fruits and vegetables, things that was going to heal my body, because, obviously you eat a lot of junk, you're deteriorating and weakening your temple. So she was introducing me to a cleaner way of living, which I have known about before, but just, now you have the discipline to actually do it, So she had brought a master teacher in front of me who didn't eat or drink, you know what I mean? And just by listening to his teachings and living up under him, I didn't live with him, but I watched his videos on YouTube. His presence, made it, sometimes you can be up under somebody and they impart it to you. So just by merely watching his videos every day, I was in that frequency and I gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom about things from watching that. But also just health wise, I didn't eat much. I didn't drink much. And probably like in a matter of a month, I went down like 30 pounds. Skin was beautiful. I was shining, looking amazing. So she definitely deals with health and beauty. Okay, a month, y'all, a straight turnaround. Okay, skin was glistening and glowing, and so was, why my screen, I ain't glistening and glowing right now. What the hell going on? I might have to brighten this video, edit it, so because I don't know if it's the sun or what, but I don't know if you can see me. I can't see me, but definitely was glistening, glowing, feeling good and looking good. Okay. So definitely, if you ladies, need to get off that extra weight, or you just want to slim down, you want to feel good in your body, maybe you got inflammation in your body, you just want to feel good. She's the goddess. Her presence, you know what I mean, automatically invokes health, brings health. You'll want to do better, want to eat healthier. You'll be more mindful and things like that. Okay. And like I said, this was a knowledge from this teacher that I was introduced to that is still unraveling in my life to this day. It's about simplicity, about minimalism, and it was a great teaching, and great information came from that experience. Okay. Also, I want to give you a recent encounter that I had with the goddess. So obviously, if you been on my channel for a while, or if you haven't, I've been under spiritual warfare for like the last 2 years. Okay. Because I have the ability to connect with the spirit realm, and because they fuck with me, you know what I mean? From the ones that you might perceive evil to the ones that you might perceive auspicious and good, they all fuck with me. You understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm the golden child. They fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I will be able to call them up, hit the line, and or really, I don't even got to call or hit the line. They just say, hey, we're going to work on your behalf. I've had that. So I had someone that I was dating who knew who I was before I really knew who I was, before I really understood this spiritual stuff that I was entering. They were much more advanced than me and knew who I was, and knew, I guess, my potential, or, knew the power that I possessed. Okay. So this person befriended me so that they can ultimately do some kind of sex magic to steal my energy. They were going to sacrifice me to some spirits to ultimately get my power. They were trying to do like a destiny swamp on me. Okay, so for the last 2 years, if you guys don't know what a destiny swamp is, that's pretty much where someone wants to trade your life for their life. Okay, so prior up until meeting this person in real life, I was, man, this spiritual stuff was amazing. I was winning all around the board. I couldn't lose. You know what I mean? And never in life could I lose before, but now it's just it was much easier and effortlessly. Okay, because like I said, they've always been with me, but it's when you come into your own and you begin to acknowledge them, where things become more easy. You're really aware of their presence. Okay, but I had someone trying to do a destiny swamp on me, so I've been fighting this witchcraft that had been put on me, the sex magic, as well as this warfare. I've been fighting it, day and night. So it's chaos. Okay, but needless to say, the spirits walk with me. Like I said, they're always there with me. But part of the magic that these sorcerers do on you is to disconnect you from that power. So they did a great job on that. I wasn't really tapping in as much as I needed to. I do my prayers and stuff, but as far as like calling out particular deities or just certain things I wasn't doing that I normally, was really tapped into, I wasn't doing. So just the other day, as I'm still like coming out of this warfare, it hit me to call up the goddess, So I called up the goddess, and sure enough, I played her music maybe 30 minutes before I went to sleep. I had just entered a new city, okay, after traveling for some time. And I had found somewhere to sleep for the night, but it was so noisy that I was in my car. It was so noisy there that I wound up moving across the street into a hotel parking lot to sleep. And then I got waking up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, okay, I got waking up and I had to use the bathroom. So I went to use the bathroom, and I came back to my car. When I was coming out the store from using the restroom, there was this guy sitting in his car. And I knew he was looking at me. I was like, okay, maybe he just, thinks I'm attractive. He just, just sees me or something like that. And, whatever. So I noticed him looking at me, and I just got in my car, and then I, began to go to sleep. So then all of a sudden, I don't know how much time passed. He comes knocking on my door, on my window, and he's like, here. And I look, he's giving me $100 bill. He was like, this is for you. And I said, thank you. He was like, he said, I'm going through it too, or whatever. He was like, I just want you to have this. And I said, thank you. And then he just walked away, and that was that, you know. Then the very next day, I went to the store to get my daughter a bottle of water. And I go into the store, and it's this guy. He's coming to the register with me, and he didn't even look at me, honestly. Like, I don't even think he looked at me. I was facing the other way, and then I was in front of him, getting ready. No, he wound up going in front of me. Okay. And I was right behind him, and I was getting water, and then I was like, I seen some gum. I picked up some gum, and he told the lady at the cash register, I got that for her, you know. So it's not even like he looked at me or thought I was attractive or anything like that. This was the power of the goddess. I don't know, maybe if he's seen something, you know, maybe she made me beautiful. I don't know, because I definitely, you know, am out here in this car, so I'm thugging. You know what I mean? I ain't looking my greatest, but I don't know if she can cloak you and make you beautiful to people, or whatever it is, her presence just makes people be generous to you. Okay. So, that happened. Let me see what else happened. Then, since I've been, you know, ringing her up, doing my Om Shri Mahalakshmaye Namaha, you know, my food apps that I have, you know, where I get my rewards and stuff like that. Even though, you know, I normally eat healthy, but right now I'm on the road and I'm in a car, so I ain't eating as healthy as I can, but that's okay. I'm still outside. And the great thing is about being outside, you're getting that fresh air. So you very energized. You don't need much sleep when you're out here. You know, you're real rejuvenated because you connected to the elements, you know. And even though I don't do my deep breathing exercises, which all of that stuff is wonderful and I probably should be doing, but right now I'm focused on getting this YouTube channel going and some other things going and getting out of this warfare. So I don't do the practices that I used to do. But I say that to say that she has been blessing me randomly every day. There's rewards on my app of full meals for me to eat from Chick-fil-A and all these different, you know, food places out here that I normally have the apps for my daughter. So little stuff like that, just helping along the way, you know, being that I'm not, you know, working full time, you know, because I'm putting effort into learning how to create YouTube videos, as well as, you know, just being in the car in the daily life of having to go to the gym, the shower, using the bathroom, you know, not having the necessities you need at your disposal right here and now can slow your day down as far as, you know, making money. So she's adding, you know, where she can add. So those are demonstrations that I'm showing you of the presence of the goddess. Okay. And you might say, okay, if you begin to do, okay, let me tell you about this one too. Just gonna give you more little confirmations of how she works. So there's this other mantra. I don't know if it's that one, but perhaps it's that one. Okay. And I would use that mantra like a couple years ago, excuse me, before I would go to work, to ensure that I get, you know, high tips, the best paying orders and stuff like that, you know, doing my my gig work, my DoorDash and stuff. So one day, probably listen, maybe 30 minutes again. Do you know, I got a huge catering order that was like probably like $80 or something, full of pizzas, right? And I delivered the pizzas, and I know damn well I delivered all of those pizzas. About 3 days later or so, I go in my trunk, and do you know there's like 4 boxes of pizza still in my trunk? What the hell was those pizzas doing? So this was the abundance that she brings, okay? Not only that, now on this day too, all of a sudden, people weren't getting their orders this day, you know, so somehow I ended up with so much food. Not that I ate any of the food, but it was just her showing her mere presence of abundance. Like, I was just getting so much food. I'm like, I don't want no food. I need some money. You know what I mean? But I did get high orders. I got tips that day, but it was just like so much food. For some reason, people were not collecting, and I had so much food that customers didn't receive that day that, you know, ultimately you can keep it or throw it away. So, yeah, this is what she has the ability to do. Now, what else do I want to share with you? Okay. And one way, like, you might say, okay, I did the mantra. How do I know that she heard me or something like that? So what would happen, and still does happen, you know, but definitely when I was new to this stuff, say for instance, I would do the mantra, I'll be out and someone will say something to me like, hey, are you from India? Which part of India are you from? You know? So this was letting me know that the goddess was present because she's, you know, the goddess from India, originating in India. Or, you know, she has a photo where her iconography is her sitting on a lotus flower with like a vase that's pouring out coins. So one time this lady, you know, after I had went down to the river and invoked her presence, you know, because you can also connect to her through water, going down to a body of water and connecting with her, or simply when you drink some tea or something, you can invoke her presence because she's in all waters. Okay, so you can invoke her presence through the water and enliven and enriching your teas. You know, you can call forth healing to your water to heal, cleanse, purify your body, because she deals with purity as well. Or you can drink prosperity, you know, just invoking her like that. And then as you're invoking her presence through the water or the tea, you drink it and now she's within. Okay, so those are ways to connect with her, and those are ways to know that she actually has heard you and she's here with you. Okay, so this is a little something for you guys to give you some morale today. If you're feeling down because the finances ain't where they need to be, you need a little push. She is your girl. She is like a genie. You know, approach with respect. You know, as with anything, just approach her with respect, and be sincere, you know, and make sure your needs are sincere, you know, because obviously she's a goddess of purity. So it's all things pure and good. Now, if you're a fucked up individual, she might not come and answer your prayers. But for the good-hearted people, you know, she got your back for the righteous and the good. She's here for you to work with. So I hope this information was helpful for someone today to help you get out of whatever tight spaces you are in. Blessings, blessings, and blessings to you all. Peace.